Ready. Move your feet, move your feet. Now you notice they don't start running at you. They are coming forward at a steady pace.
And now we have Rob Flopson.
Richard Johnson.
Good to have you. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me. Oh, whoops.
Hello, Richard Johnson, and I'm aware correctly that you served in a Civil War?
That's right.
Back when I was a young boy, I served in the Union Army during the Civil War. I served in the Battle of Antietam. It was the first battle I served in, and it was interesting. It was a good time. We had a lot of fun in the Army. Yeah, it was all right.
Next we have Donny Windell.
It's Donny Windell. Where's the camera?
He's down there.
Back. Where's my beer? Thank Jesus.
So, Donny, we're under the impression that you served in the Civil War. Is that correct?
Yeah, I served during the Antietam War.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I served for 3 years in the Civil War. Unfortunately, my last battle was the Battle of Antietam. I got wounded on the field, and I had to brought me to the infirmary, and yeah, from there on I was discharged. But I was a Confederate soldier under the leadership of Stonewall Jackson, and yeah, needless to say, we lost that battle. Being a Confederate soldier was hard work. You know, you didn't always get your way, and we were a lot poorer than the Union, so you know, whatever we didn't have, we just took from the Union soldiers. But that didn't always work out so well for me or the other troops. Under the leadership of Stonewall Jackson, my regiment marched to Harper's Ferry, and on a hill overlooking the town, we fired what seemed like an endless amount of artillery shells. After taking Harper's Ferry, we marched back to join Lee's army at Sharpsburg in our attempt to reach the capital.
Well, General McClellan, he liked to plan our battles out a lot, and so when he got orders, usually he'd overthink things, and well, he'd take too much time, and it really confused us, but he got the job done, so I guess that's all right.
Before the actual battle, Lincoln chose to elect McClellan to be the Union general, and he put him in charge of pretty much everything. So I would say we were in pretty good hands, considering we won the battle. Yeah, McClellan was a pretty alright dude. I think it was a good decision.
Personally, I thought Robert E. Lee was a brilliant leader, unlike that Stonewall Jackson guy. He was the mastermind behind Special Order 191, our grand plan to take the Union capital. He intended to split his army up and then take unsuspecting Union towns, and then meet up at Antietam for the final push. Thomas J. Jackson, on the other hand, was one of the worst people I've ever served under. Sure, he was strong as a leader, but he could give two about his men. I sure am glad I shot his arm off. That deserved it. Well, I suppose I should tell that story then. It was the Battle of Antietam, and a Union cannonball had just scraped the top of my head. I got so off that I started shooting blindly at those dirty Yankees. It was too late by the time I realized I hit Jackson. Needless to say, I got the hell out of there.
Well, I wish I was in the land of cotton wool, and there I forgot to look away, look away, look away, Dixieland, in Dixie's land where I was born in early on the
One day I was going for a stroll and I stumbled through a Confederate camp, and I was looking on the ground and I saw a little piece of paper, and so I picked it up and I read it, and it said Special Order 191, and I was like, oh wow, and I rushed it all the way to General McClellan. And I rushed it over to McClellan, and we were ready for the battle. So McClellan, he had a different way of leading us, and oftentimes him and President Lincoln, well, they were at a disagreement, you could say, and so Lincoln, he often wanted McClellan to do things one way, and McClellan wanted to do things his own way, and it led to a lot of problems. At the end of the war, Lincoln actually fired McClellan because he wanted him to chase after the Confederate army, but McClellan decided just to let him go. After the battle, Lincoln, he felt that we had proved ourselves, and he chose to issue the Emancipation Proclamation, which said that all the slaves in the U.S. were free. And he did it on January 1st, 1863.
So now for this time, we're gonna bring you a special person we'd like you to meet.
Okay.
So for our last bit, there's someone that we'd like you to meet.
Why? Who the f*** are you? I'm gonna grab another beer.
Alright, so Donnie, this is Richard. Richard.
Get him away from me.
Shake hands.
Yeah.
So throughout this interview, when you guys have shared your experiences in the Battle of Antietam, they seem to be pretty similar. Is that right? Even on opposing sides.
Play ball.
So the years following the Battle of Antietam, how was your life impacted after serving in the military?
Well, I made a lot of friends in the war, and I lost a couple of them. So that wasn't great. That's impacted me a lot.
I had had to leave my family in Georgia. You know, it's tough for them. To watch a lot of my buddies die in the field. It hurts you, you know. Guess we all so different after all, huh?
Yeah. Play ball.